The first competition of the event is JCB Racing. All 8 of our drivers have been seated in a bracket based off of a random draw, and they're going to be going up against the track and the clock, trying to secure the fastest time in JCB Racing. Whoever does will take the first 8 points of the event. Twin Cities, are you ready for JCB Racing?
We are going to kick things off with your 2025 Entertainer of the Year and 2024 Rookie of the Year. Make some noise for Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Staging lights lit at the far end of our race lane. When you see teal lights, they're going to be looking for the green lights.
That is a time of 9.033 for Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco.
Take a look at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Nice and tight turning there on that first turn. And then Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco clocks in a time of 9.033, the fastest time we've seen so far this weekend. Continuing on, he's your 2024 Breakout Driver of the Year. Let's hear it for Brandon Toluchka, living on the edge. Time to beat 9.033 here in JCB Racing as he inches to the starting line. Let's go racing!
That is an official time of 10.771 for Brandon Toluchka, living on the edge.
We get the bird's eye view from the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Just narrowly misses the great turn pod. And then swings out wide on that far turn up that ramp to the finish line. 10.771 for Brandon Toluchka, living on the edge. Our third driver up competing in his rookie season. This is Montana Robbins, playing crazy. 9.033 is the time to beat here from Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. He was our JCB Racing winner yesterday. We'll see if he can make it 2 out of 3 here this afternoon. Outside yellow lights means our drivers need to fire their engines and head to the starting line. When you see 2 yellow lights, that means they're staged and ready to go, and they'll be looking for the green light. And if they completely wipe out, that means they have to restage themselves.
That is a time of 10.259 for Montana Robbins, playing crazy.
Tight turning there, especially on that far end of our Monster Jam track, up that ramp over the finish line. Puts him in the second spot there, 10.259 for Montana Robbins, and plain crazy. She's our 4th driver competing, representing MK Motorsports. It's Michaela Toluchka, Megalodon. 9.033, the time to beat. We'll see if she can beat that time.
That's going to be a time of 11.561 for Michaela Toluchka, Megalodon.
Takes a nice tight turn there by the turn pod, and then swings out, goes across the finish line, locks in a time of 11.561. She's your 2024 Fan Favorite Driver of the Year. Let's hear it for Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo. Trying to to get her first JCB Racing win of the weekend here. Brianna Mahan and Scooby-Doo lines up to the starting line, waiting for the green light.
That's a time of 10.277 for Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo.
Some nice driving there from Brianna Mahan and Scooby-Doo. 10.277 for the Princess of Carnage here. That puts her in the third spot here in your JCB competition leaderboard. 10.277, Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo. He is your 2025 Lance Chance qualifier winner and your 2024 Arena Series West champion, Matt Cody, Gravedigger. Time to beat 9.033 set by El Toro Loco. As Gravedigger approaches the starting line, we will see if Matt Cody and Gravedigger can come out on top.
That is a time of 10.764 for Matt Cody, Gravedigger.
Take a look at the super glue, glued to the action replay. Matt Cody and Gravedigger clocking a time of 10.764. And that's good enough to put him in the fourth spot here in JCB Racing. 10.764 belongs to Gravedigger. He's your 2025 Rookie of the Year. Let's hear it for Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. El Toro Loco cannot be beaten thus far, but Triton Robbins and Crazy Train has a racing win here this weekend. It happened yesterday. We'll see if he can make it back on top of that Monster Jam pod with 8 points.
That's a time of 10.537 for Triton Robbins, Crazy Train.
Aerial view of Crazy Train and his run here. 10.537 from Crazy Train and Triton Robbins. And we only have one more driver remaining before we crown our JCB Racing winner. Competing in her 9th different Monster Jam truck in her career. Let's hear it for Chelsea Van Cleve, Sparkle Smash. Chelsea Van Cleve has driven across the country and around the world, having driven 9 different Monster Jam trucks. Let's see if she can get a racing win.
That's going to be an official score, our time of 18.151 for Chelsea Van Cleve, Sparkle Smash.
All right, so she does receive a 5-second penalty. Keep in mind that one of those tires must traverse or go up that ramp inside of that perimeter. So it is an 18.151, which means your JCB Racing winner is Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco.
Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco, meeting me back on the pod. Deja vu, I feel like we were just talking here last night after winning the overall event championship. You are now taking the racing win. You took out the Triton brothers, fastest time of the weekend. How'd you do it?
You know what? Usually I say I take my brain and I spit it out the window, and it worked out, man. It wasn't the cleanest pass by far, but it felt good. Felt like my smoothest pass of all weekend. I'm proud with that. Last event here in St. Paul. We're on a good trajectory to get this overall at the end of the night.
Which means you have to take this momentum into the two-wheel skills competition. What are you thinking? Do you like your chances in two-wheel?
Oh yeah, I love the dirt here. Most importantly, I've been loving the fans here, and I'm not just saying that because I'm right here in the winner's circle, but literally you guys have been some of the loudest, and I don't know if it's because we haven't been here for a long time, but you guys have so much pent-up energy. I love it. Best believe I'm gonna put it to good use. I'm gonna make sure that El Toro Loco truck burns it down here right in the ground here for all you fans. You just watch.
Let's go, make some noise. Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco.
Congratulations to Fernando Martinez. El Toro Loco sits on top of your BKT overall event leaderboard in the chase for the overall event championship. He's got his first 8 points, followed by Montana Robbins and Playing Crazy. Brianna Mahan and Scooby-Doo round out your top 3. Then we have Crazy Train, Gravedigger, Living on the Edge, Megalodon, and Sparkle Smash. All right, well, I'm hanging out here in the stands with my new buddy, Nora, and we are going to play the Monster Jam Mini Jams Racer Challenge. She has got to pick who she might think is gonna win this Racer Challenge. So, we're gonna see 3 different Monster Jam trucks, Nora, and you're gonna pick who the winner might be, okay? So we got El Toro Loco, Gravedigger, and Megalodon. Who you picking?
El Toro Loco.
El Toro Loco. Do we have any El Toro Loco fans in the house? Do we think Gravedigger's gonna win? Do we think Megalodon is gonna win? All right, you ready to see Nora? Okay, we're gonna count it down from 3, 2, 1, and they're off. They're ahead. Okay, as Gravedigger is up ahead, followed by Megalodon and El Toro Loco as they come around the corner. And El Toro Loco now is in second and takes the inside. El Toro Loco is ahead of Gravedigger and Megalodon. Takes a wide turn though. This is gonna be close. They are battling out. Megalodon takes the lead now inside, and they're battling it out. It's El Toro Loco. Nice job. Congratulations to you. So, for winning, let's see. You got a Gravedigger t-shirt on? Okay. So I think you should come home with a Gravedigger hat to match your t-shirt. And I think you should also take home a 2025 yearbook. What do you guys think? There you go. Congratulations. You can grab all of that up there on the concourse as well. Let's hear it one more time for Nora. Monster Jam fans, you can scan this QR code right now for our post-event meet and greet, which means you can meet all of our Monster Jam drivers following this afternoon's event. Space is limited, seats are limited, but you can meet all your drivers. You can get pictures, you can get autographs, whatever you'd like. It is at the post-event meet and greet. You gotta scan that QR code though, and you can get your tickets and information there as well. So we'll give you a couple more seconds. Scan the QR code. We wanna see you at the post-event meet and greet with all 8 of our superstar drivers. Well, our next competition is called the Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, and this is where our drivers will have 2 attempts to throw down their best tricks on 2 wheels. You might see some stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, combinations, or maybe the next new inventive move. You never know, but this will be your first opportunity to help us crown a winner by using judgeszone.com. And for more on that, let's throw it back down to David Mila.
Here we go, Kay. I'm not alone. I've got William in the house with me. William is here on his very first Monster Jam event. So everybody here, make some noise for William coming up for the very first time. He's already got a favorite truck. What's your favorite truck, man?
Gravedigger.
Okay, all right. Well, you don't have any Gravedigger swag, so we'll have to fix that in a second. But right now, we're going to tell everyone how to use judgeszone.com. It is your first opportunity. So if you want to point that phone over there to the camera, William, we are going to scan that QR code or just head over to judgeszone.com. He already has STP in, which is your city code. That is for St. Paul, of course. Now, William, why don't you hit submit on there so you can see the BKT tire that people are going to have to slide up or down to whatever desired score you wish to do. William, let's see how you're feeling today. He's sliding that tire up all the way to a 10. First Monster Jam event. Now, I want to remind everybody, judge this competition fairly and accurately, for you're going to help us crown a champion today. William, I keep my promises, bud. For helping me out, we're going to make you an honorary member of Team Gravedigger. That is all for you, man. Thank you so much for helping me out. Now, we're going to do this together. You ready? Twin Cities, are you ready for your 2 Wheels Challenge?
Our first competitor up, it's Chelsea Van Cleve, Sparkle Smash.
Everyone, Sparkle Smash! Make some noise for Chelsea Van Cleve, Sparkle Smash. Judgeszone.com is open. Remember, city code STP, 20 seconds.
Take a look at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. You're gonna need that replay to help you get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. That final move there was the popper off the big ramp there. Gave her some trouble yesterday, but now seems like she's been able to understand the track a little bit, able to execute that popper. Scores are locked in. Your score for Sparkle Smash is... You gave her a 5.527. Coming up next, we got Michaela Toluchka, Megalodon. To a nose wheelie, one more attempt remaining for Megalodon. We've got our USHRA safety officials running out there to make sure everything's good to go. You might have heard a little cracking there as she tried to save it there on the very edge, making sure everything's good to go so she can continue on. They're making sure she's not broken, but looks like she's got the green light to continue on. One more attempt remaining.
We're gonna need a bigger boat, Twin Cities. Give it up for Michaela Toluchka, Megalodon. 20 seconds on the clock. Head over to judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores.
Gives it a lot of power there on the second attempt and able to balance it up on top of the Monster Jam pod. Take a look at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. You got a bird's eye view there of Megalodon. Score to beat Sparkle Smash 5.527. Your score for Megalodon is a 7.837. We got a new leader, Megalodon. Our third driver up. Let's hear it for Brandon Toluchka, living on the edge. He has shut the truck off. He is balancing on the front chassis, slams it back down, pops it back up. Combination move there from living on the edge. One more attempt left.
Let's get loud, Twin Cities, for Brandon Toluchka, living on the edge. 20 seconds to lock in those scores, judgezone.com.
Take a look at the replay. The first attempt, the multiple combination moves, the pogo kind of slap bounce that he does, he's known for, and takes the Monster Jam truck, puts it on the nose, shuts it off. There you see it. Scores are in. Your score to beat Megalodon, 7.837. Your score for living on the edge is 8.783. We got a new leader, Brandon Toluchka, living on the edge. Coming up next, we got Matt Cody, Gravedigger. One more attempt left for Gravedigger and Matt Cody.
That's gonna do it for Matt Cody, Gravedigger. Make some noise. Head over to judgezone.com, 20 seconds to lock it in.
Kind of stuck there on the back wheelie bar, so we're gonna get our JCB Dirt Squad out here to get him back on all fours. But in the meantime, get those scores locked in. at judgeszone.com. The original super glue glued to the action replay. Now he does do the reverse popper, which landed him in this position he is stuck in currently. So hope you're taking your pictures and your videos right now. You can use the hashtag MonsterJam and upload them to your favorite social media site. There you see it, gets stuck on the back wheelie bar. Now just kind of hanging out here with us. Scores are locked in. Your score to beat from Living on the Edge, 8.783. And your score for Gravedigger, 8.249. Don't forget to scan that QR code and help us donate to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Take a look at the video board. You know, we're doing a friendly competition here, so even if you donate $1, $5, whatever you can afford, we're having a little friendly competition with our drivers. You can donate on behalf of your favorite Monster Jam driver. You can see right now Brianna Mahan and Scooby-Doo is currently leading right now with 56% of the donation. Right behind her, though, we've got Michaela Toluchka, Megalodon, and Gravedigger's Matt Cody. Actually, he's there sitting in second as well, so keep donating if you can here. All of the donations go to all of the families of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. No child, or no family, excuse me, has to pay for any medical expenses, housing, food while they're there at St. Jude, and that's because of all you amazing fans.
While we have a break in the action, Monster Jam fans, why don't we focus on the big video board, because we're all gonna play a game together, and that is going to be a Name That Truck. So you're gonna see a dirt right there on the big video board, and there it is. That little Monster Jam truck is gonna do some donuts and try to reveal that truck. If you think you know what it is, shout it out. I think we're gonna need some more donuts. Ooh, I see some teeth there. So that could be anything. Oh, uh-oh. I see some pink and purple. If you know what it is, shout it out. I hear a lot of Sparkle Smash. Is it true? It is the Flying Unicorn making its majestic return right there on the big video board. That is Sparkle Smash. So good job to all of you, and thanks for playing along.
Take a look at our leaderboard here in the Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Brandon Toluchka living on the edge. He is your score to beat, 8.783. Followed by Gravedigger's Matt Cody, Megalodon, and Sparkle Smash. Still on deck, we have Plane Crazy, Crazy Train, Scooby-Doo, and El Toro Loco. Don't forget to check us out next year at Monster Jam World Finals, Rice Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. July 4th weekend, of course. We just got done there last week. You can meet us back there next year in the 2026 season. All right, Minnesota, you ready for some more Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills? Our next driver up, Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco.
Ole Fernando Martinez. Make some noise for El Toro Loco. JudgesZone.com is now open. Let's get 20 seconds. Lock those scores in.
Looked really good from back up here. Moonwalks it all the way across the pod. Gives a little smoke there at the very end as well, too. And then just kind of tumbles over. Almost sounded like he lost a little bit of power there, maybe. I'm not sure. Of course, we'll let you know if anything has happened. But a great run there for Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco. Your score to beat is still living on the edge. Brandon Telechka, 8.783. Your score for El Toro Loco is 8.764. So Brandon Telechka and Living on the Edge, still your score to beat.
Alrighty, Monster Jam fans, it is now time for the St. Jude's Helmet Shuffle. So I want to introduce our Monster Jam fans. Who are you here with today?
I'm here with my son Owen for his birthday, and my daughter Maya.
Oh, well, happy birthday, Owen. Let's see if we can walk away winners. Right there, it's a classic helmet shuffle. You know what to do. So let's get those helmets up on the big video board, and let's all play together. Let's help Owen win a prize on his birthday. There's the trophy. Keep an eye on it. Ooh, they're moving pretty quick. Okay, all right, did you catch that? Oh, they're moving. Psyched you out a little bit there. And they have come to a stop. Okay, we think we have an idea here. Let me check in on the arena first. Yell it out, let me see those fingers in the air. Help them out. Okay, they have their choice. What do you think it is?
What do you, number two?
Number two is the answer. Let's see if they're right. It's not under 3. It's not under 1. You have won. It is number 2. This is for you and your brother on his birthday. This is a Monster Jam Loop of Doom playset brought to you by Spin Master. Available anywhere where toys are sold, but right now it's available in your hands. Everybody here, give it up for Owen, Maya, and the rest of their family. Happy birthday, buddy.
Let's hear it for our next competitor of Montana Robbins, Playing Crazy. Some back and forth combination moves here for Montana Robbins and Playing Crazy. One more attempt remaining.
He's getting crazy with it. Make some noise for Montana Robbins, Playing Crazy. 20 seconds, JudgesZone.com. Let's lock those scores in.
You can see the first move here up on our Super Glue glued to the action replay off the big jump, back into a reverse popper and kind of cradle rocks it and keeps it going there. And then on the second attempt, he does the popper off of the log stack, back into a reverse popper. Scores are locked. Your score to beat, living on the edge, 8.783. Your score for playing crazy is, you gave him a 7.875. Next up, we got Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo! Let's make some noise for Brianna Mahan. Scooby-Doo. 20 seconds, judgeszone.com. You know the deal.
She makes it look so easy out there on the track. Take a look at the replay brought to you by the original Super Glue. And we've got the bird's eye view there for Scooby-Doo. She moonwalks it back up on top of the pod. Time to get those scores in. Your score to beat still, living on the edge, 8.783. Your score for Scooby-Doo is 7.138. We've got our final driver remaining before you crown your first winner here using judgeszone.com. It is Train Robbins, Crazy Train.
All aboard, everyone make some noise for Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. 20 seconds, judgeszone.com.
The replay on the video board, popper back into the reverse popper. We see the big sky wheelie there as well. Take a look at the video board as we're gonna get set to crown our winner here in just a moment. Your scores are locked. Your score to beat still is living on the edge, 8.783. Your score for Crazy Train is 7.330, which means your winner of your Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, it's Brandon Toluchka, living on the edge.
Brandon Toluchka Living on the edge, more like living on the pod, my man. We are back here. Congratulations, taking that 2 wheels victory. We were catching up beforehand, and we were talking about that move that you pulled off. You did it again here for the people. What an unbelievable performance.
Man, it's been one heck of a weekend. You know, I love this dirt. We're just right up the street in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We have almost the same dirt here. We grew up riding dirt bikes full of side-by-sides on this, and the truck is handling exactly how I figured it to handle. And so we went up there, set on the bumper. I'm like, let's try one of those pop bumpers. And here we are. Got her.
Absolutely. No, you absolutely crushed it. Now, you're making me look good. I kind of picked you beforehand to take this competition. What's it going to take for you to win freestyle today?
Oh, I love freestyle. You know, you put racing, the 2-wheel skills competition, you put those both together, speed, air. You know, the crazier you guys get, the crazier we get in these Monster Jam trucks. So let me hear you, St. Paul, Minnesota. You guys ready for some freestyle?
Brandon Teleshka, living on the edge.
Take a look where we stand in the BKT overall event points chase. El Toro Loco Fernando Martinez currently in the top spot with 15 points. Right behind him is Montana Robinson playing crazy. And living on the edge, Brandon Teleshka is your top 3. Gravedigger, Crazy Train, Scooby-Doo, Megalodon, and Sparkle Smash round out your 8 competitors. Well, right now, this is halftime. Be sure to head up to the concourse, grab your official Monster Jam merchandise, and meet us right back here for the second half of action. Not only do we have our Monster Jam freestyle, but we're bringing up next the 4 freestyle motocross riders ready to take to the sky. Twin Cities, we want to welcome you back to the second half of Monster Jam and welcome our freestyle motocross riders. We brought 4 of the biggest, baddest riders, Alex Damlow, AJ Rosebrill, Billy Wilson, and Josh Hedford. Let's hear it.
Oh yeah, Monster Jam fans, the time has come. I have one rule for all of you fans here in the arena. The louder you are, the higher they will fly. Let me hear you make some noise. Oh boys, I think they are ready. Let's meet your superstars. Kicking us off, make some noise for Alex Damlow. Woo! Let's keep it going for AJ Rosebrill. Starting off hot. Make some noise for Billy Wilson. With the seat grab for Billy. Come on down, Josh Hedford. With the style. I don't have that much style on my own 2 feet, but Josh is bringing it. Let's keep the noise going. Come on up, Alex. With the whip. AJ, what do you got for the people? These guys are showing love. You show it right back to them. Let's go, Billy Wilson. Fancy Josh Hedford. This is just getting more and more impressive, but they want to hear from you. Do you like what you're seeing? Let's go, Alex, with the seat grab. He said, no handlebars for me. AJ, give the people what they want. Woo! Billy Wilson. Josh Hedford, your best trick winner. Woo! He let go of that bike entirely. Oh, boy. I think they want more, Alex. Let's give it to them. Keep the noise going. Let's get this party. AJ with the backflip. What you got, Billy Wilson? What you got, Billy Wilson? Woo! They're back flipping. They're moving. They're grooving. Let's go, Josh! They're going to fly out of this arena. They don't stop it. Here we go, Twin Cities. Let's make some noise one more time for your stars of USFMX.
Well, David, we are not gonna stop with this. We are gonna go into our best trick competition, and this is where our 4 riders are gonna throw down one trick and one trick only, but it's gotta be their biggest and it's gotta be their baddest, all right? So you, the fans, are gonna, of course, use judgeszone.com like you've been doing for our Monster Jam drivers. You'll have 20 seconds to lock in your score at the completion of their trick. And of course, we'll crown our final winner here this afternoon. So, David, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's
right.
check in. Twin Cities, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's kick it off, Kay.
All right, we're gonna kick things off with Alex Damlow, our very first rider. He is from your home state of Minnesota, Hutchinson. 4-year rider on FMX. Shouting out his sponsors, Warner One Logistics, Reddit Racing, and Black Diamond FX. When you see that front tire hit the mat, I need you all to scream!
Judgeszone.com is open. Let's get 20 seconds to score. Alex Damlow with the Superman seat grab, Kay.
All right, let's see. You can see that replay up on the video board, brought to you by the original Super Glue. Flying through the air, scores are locked. Your score for Alex Damlow is a 7.581. Good start. All right, we're gonna move on to our second rider, AJ Rosebrill. AJ Rosebrill coming to you from Chicago, Illinois. Been riding for 26 years, but riding 14 years in FMX. And he did 2 FMX tours in China, so he's been traveling all around the world. Trying to look for his first win here in our best trick competition. All right, Minnesota. Let's make some noise for AJ Rosebrill. All right, time to get those scores locked in right now for AJ Rosebrill. You got 20 seconds. Make some noise for AJ, walking it off right there. Up on his feet. Give him a round of applause, showing some support. They're putting it all on the line out here for you fans. Time to get those scores locked in, AJ Rosebrill. All right, your score to beat Alex Damlow, 7.581. Your score for AJ Rosebrill is 8.568. So we got a new leader, AJ Rosebrill. We're gonna move on to our next rider, Billy Wilson. Billy Wilson, hailing from Phoenix, Arizona, been riding for 4 years, but has had a long, long history of riding BMX. He's also got a nonprofit called Wilson BMX, where he teaches young children how to BMX ride. So we're gonna see what he can come up with here this afternoon. Let's get loud for Billy Wilson!
Backflip for Billy Wilson. Judgeszone.com is open. 20 seconds.
All right, he throws down the backflip. There you see it in slow motion from Super Glue glued to the action replay. Scores are locked. Your score to beat AJ Rosebrill is 8.568. Your score for Billy Wilson is, all right, you gave him a 7.928. Our last and final rider, Josh Hedford. Josh Hedford is from Asheville, North Carolina, started competing professionally in freestyle motocross in 2006. He's competed in Europe, and he is sponsored by Yamaha. So we'll see what he can do. Let's hear it!
Josh Hetford, mercy! We are not worthy. What an unbelievable backflip, kicking those feet out while in the air. Just total control. Judgeszone.com is open. 20 seconds.
All right, what a run from Josh Hetford. He has been awesome this whole entire weekend. Your score is locked in. AJ Rosebrill, the score to beat, 8.568. Your score for Josh Hetford is... Wow, 9.451. He sweeps the weekend. He is your best trick competition winner. But before we talk to him, David, I think they want to see a little bit more.
Let's make sure. Do you want to see some more? Do you want more? Well, let's give it to them, boys. Your stars of US FMX are ready for their grand finale. This is what we call the crazy train. I need all of you to get as loud as possible. They're gonna go trick after trick after trick. Now the train is getting ready. The train is in the station. The conductor goes, choo-choo! We're making sure we get the all clear here, making sure we get the all clear from our officials here on the track. Here we go, let's show these boys some love. Here we go, now safety is our priority, so we're just making sure that everything is good here on the track. Of course, we have our officials out here, just like in our Monster Jam events. They are waiting for that green flag. Let's check in Excel Energy. Are you ready? Let's kick this off, boys. Woo, come on now. If you like what you're seeing, I need you to get loud. They feed off of your energy. What do you say? Let's see him fly from one side of the arena to the other. Let's go, boys. Choo-choo. This is getting better and better. Once was fun, twice was nice. But how about we do it 3 times? If you're ready for some high flying action, let me hear you say, oh yeah! Let's go! Choo-choo! World-class talent. We have all witnessed one more time. Let's make some noise and give it up for all 4 of your superstars from US FMX. Now making his way up to the pod, let's check in with your FMX Best Trick winner, sweeping the weekend here in St. Paul, throwing it down. What an unbelievable performance. I mean, it seems like it just got better and higher and bigger. How was it for you out here?
Oh, it felt pretty good, you know. I thought AJ was going to do super flips. I figured I'd do an Indy flip just to make up for, you know, let him go big for him and you guys, and we're just having a great time. And yeah, Are you guys having fun?
Oh, I think they are, Josh, after watching you perform, and not only you, but just the rest of your crew. What a great team you have here, just traveling the world, getting a chance to come to these arenas and show off your talent, the camaraderie that I can see and everybody here can just feel amongst you for. How is it to be traveling the world?
It's been quite the experience. We get to go all over the place. Like, Monster Jam's been traveling the world for over like 30 years now, or 40 years, as long as Gravedigger's been around, and that's like what got me started as a kid. I saw that truck and Max D and like Scooby-Doo and Megalodon and just blew up from there. Just wanted to be a part of it, and it's crazy how things end up, and I'm here.
Fantastic stuff. Now, of course, we got Monster Jam Freestyle coming up. I know you're a big fan. You're going to be looking out for that freestyle. What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to seeing these trucks just like rip apart. You never know what's going to happen. And I know they got a few tricks left in store, and I'm ready to see it.
They leave these trucks in pieces on Sunday, but I want you to get loud. Make some noise for Josh Hetford.
Just a reminder, as we're going to get set here for our very last competition, that Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco is on top of the leaderboard, as we're going to get set here to bring back our last competition, Monster Jam Freestyle. But in the meantime, I'm hanging out with my new buddy, Deegan, and this is your first time at Monster Jam?
Yeah.
Are you having a good time?
Yeah.
All right, he says that he can take over my job because he does the school morning news. Do you think you can take over my job? Can you say, this is Monster Jam, as loud as you can?
This is Monster Jam.
There you go, there you go. All right, so we are going to play a game. It's gonna be Monster Jam trivia, right? And you said you know your Monster Jam trivia. So we're gonna take a look at the video board for a question, and you're gonna see if you can guess it. And everyone here can try to help him out, all right? You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's see that question.
We have reached the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Coming from the ocean to the land of 10,000 lakes, Michaela Telushka, Megalodon. JudgesZone.com is open. Code STP 20 seconds.
Michaela Telushka, Megalodon throwing down some technical moves during her freestyle run, like that popper, and of great momentum throughout the rest of her Monster Jam freestyle. Time to get those scores locked in for our first competitor. Scores are in. Your score for Megalodon, you gave her a 7.286. Coming up next, we've got our second driver up. It is Brandon Telushka, living on the edge.
Brandon Teleschka, living on the edge. 20 seconds. Judgeszone.com. Let's lock it in.
Time to get those scores locked in, and time for David Mila to get a record deal here, too. All right. There he is. Brandon Teleschka living on the edge. Great, great moves. He did the pogo bounce, kind of his signature move there. Nice moves there. See on the super glue glued to the action replay. Megalodon 7.286 is the score to beat. Your score for living on the edge is a 7.894. We got a new leader. We are gonna get ready for our third driver up, Montana Robbins, playing crazy.
Let's make some noise for Montana Robbins playing crazy. 20 seconds, Judgeszone.com. Let's lock it in.
A nice mixture of technical moves, a nice mixture of the use of the entire obstacle. So those are all things that you need to be considering there during your Judgeszone.com scoring here as we take a look at that highlight reel brought to you by the original Super Glue, glued to the action replay. Montana Robbins playing crazy wraps up his freestyle here for the weekend. And keep in mind that the replays are essentially a highlight reel to help you get those scores locked in accurately. Score to beat 7.894, living on the edge. And your score for playing crazy is a 7.663. Well, now it is time to crown our St. Jude Ambassador of the Night. This means that you put all those donations towards this one Monster Jam driver. And again, first and foremost, we want to thank each and every one of you that participated. Thank you so much. We got a ton of donations. I'm super excited about it. So, your St. Jude Ambassador of the event is Brianna Mahan and Scooby-Doo. Congratulations to you down there. You are a St. Jude Ambassador of the Night with the most donations going to her under her name. And also coming up next, it is Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo.
Make some noise for Brianna Mahan, the Princess of Carnage. Scooby-Doo, 20 seconds on the clock, judgeszone.com.
Let's hear it. There you go. Scooby-Doo lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip. You already know what to do. Get those scores locked in. The score to beat Living on the Edge, 7.894. Brianna, are you ready to see your score? She's ready. All right, let's see that score. Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo, your score is 9.103. We got a new leader, and that is Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo.
While we have a break in the action, Monster Jam fans, I am here with the Walter family, and it is time for our game called Two Truths and a Lie. Walter family, you're familiar how this game goes. We're gonna have Brianna Mahan. You just saw her ripping it up on the track, and now we are gonna see her on the big video board. 3 facts, let's see which one is a lie.
Hey, Monster Jam fans, it's time to play Two Truths and a Lie. Can you guess which one of these is a lie? I had a pet squirrel. I started riding when I was 3, and I had horses. Thinking of the lie, let me hear.
This is some tough options here. They're discussing amongst themselves as a family. Arena, if you think you know what the lie is, let me hear you shout it out. Ooh, we get A, B, C. This is a mixture. This is a tough one, but Walter family, we are gonna have to go with one. What do you think it is?
B.
Okay, the Walter family went with B. Let's see if they're right. Oh, you can see the pet squirrel and her riding at 3. What an amazing picture. Actually, I haven't seen that one before. You didn't get it, but it's okay because you're all always winners for playing along. You have won yourselves this Monster Jam Spin Master play set, the Loop of Doom with Megalodon. So that is for you two. Now you gotta share though. Is that cool? You plan on sharing with each other?
Thanks.
Very welcome. Everybody give it up. Make some noise for the Walter family.
We're gonna go back and look at that leaderboard here when it comes to the Monster Jam Freestyle competition. Brianna Mahan and Scooby-Doo is your score to beat, the 9.103. She lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip and then has to get dragged in dirt pit stall there by our JCB Dirt Squad. Right behind her though, Brandon Toluchko, Living on the Edge, Montana Robbins, and Plain Crazy Megalodon, and Michaela Toluchka. So on deck we still have Crazy Train, Gravediggers, Sparkle Smash, and El Toro Loco. Reminder, you are the only ones scoring this competition using judgeszone.com. There's the criteria up on the video board. Are you ready for some more freestyle? It is time for Trent Robbins' Crazy Train.
some noise for Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. 20 seconds on the clock, judgeszone.com.
Grabbing some nice air on the Super Glue Glue to the Action replay and some nice height as we get the bird's eye view there. Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com as we have Scooby-Doo leading the pack with 9.103. Scores are locked. Your score for Crazy Train is 7.513. Coming up next, it's Matt Cody, Grave Digger.
Can you dig it? Matt Cody can. Grave Digger. 20 seconds on the clock, judgeszone.com. Let's get those scores in.
Tried to save it there at the end, just couldn't swing it. What a powerful run there by Matt Cody. And Grave Digger reaches for the sky. Look at that, almost touches the video board. Super Glue Glue to the Action replay. Your scores are locked in. So your score to beat is Scooby-Doo, 9.103. There was a couple seconds, I believe, left on the clock there for Grave Digger. So let's see that score for Matt Cody and Grave Digger. You gave him an 8.020.
Monster Jam fans, it is time for some karaoke. We're all gonna sing this together as an arena. Let's look up on the big video board and let's follow along. Let me hear ya. I'm on my way. Rip G.
And this is crazy. Crazy. So call me maybe.
Let me hear you sing it out, Minnesota.
You all have amazing voices, but now I need you all to make some noise for our next Monster Jam driver, Chelsea Van Cleef Sparkle Smash.
a flying unicorn. It's Chelsea Van Cleve, Sparkle Smash. 20 seconds on the clock, judgeszone.com, you know the deal.
What a save there at the very end, and of course, pop some confetti there in celebration. There she is. All right, you know what to do, judgeszone.com. Scores are locked. Your score to beat Scooby-Doo 9.103. Your score for Sparkle Smash is... All right, you gave her an 8.097. He is our final driver up. It's Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Truck is shut off, but he will have a chance to refire the engine. We're just waiting on our USHRA safety official. There they are, giving him the signal to refire. They're in the yellow and black fire suit.
Crazy bull! Make some noise for Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. 20 seconds on the clock. Judgeszone.com.
All right, this is our final competitor before we crown our freestyle winner and an overall event champion here for the last time this weekend. Scores are in. Your score to beat Scooby-Doo 9.103. That is the score to beat. It'll be between Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco and Brianna Mahan and Scooby-Doo. Your score for El Toro Loco is 8.360, which means you're a winner of freestyle. Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo. So we're gonna add those 8 points to her total, and we're gonna crown our overall event champion. So with 8 points in JCB Racing, 7 in the two-wheel skills and freestyle competition for 22 points, your BKT overall event champion is Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco.
Here we go, Monster Jam fans. For the second time this weekend, we are handing the BKT overall event trophy to Team El Toro Loco. Fernando Martinez, congratulations to you and your team. I could see that you came out of that freestyle. You know, you seemed to show a little frustration there after that freestyle run, but you ended up on top, man.
Yeah, you know, I feel kind of guilty holding this trophy a little bit. I'm not entirely sure if I should have won there in racing. Montana Robbins absolutely killed it. My timing was kind of off. So if I could, I would split this trophy down into two, give it to him, give it to Brandon Telechka. You know what? I'd cut off a big piece for my guy right here, Daniel Gonzalez. He was thrashing in the back to make sure that truck made it back out. So that trophy's for you, my guy. And then on behalf, yeah, that's right. There you go. And on behalf of everybody behind us, everybody in the crowd working AV, the host, thank you, XL Center, for letting us play in your playground. Thank you, Monster Jam, for bringing us here, and I hope to come here for many more years to come.
Make some noise, everybody, for Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. And joining us here on the pod as well, let's talk to our freestyle winner. You've heard it once and twice. Let's do it one more time. The Princess of Carnage, Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo. What an amazing freestyle you threw down. I was having flashbacks to World Finals, but here in the XL Energy Center Arena, how special is this moment for you?
You know what, coming back here to the Twin Cities is so special to me, and to be able to come back out here in Scooby for this last event of the weekend, I had to go big. We had to throw in that Morgan & Morgan backflip, and this guy right here, Clyde, was my crew chief this weekend. He's been our support tech all year long. He got to step up today and be my right-hand man, and I don't know about you guys, but he had Scooby in top shape. He was on the radio yelling at me to go bigger and drive faster, and you know what, I think it worked out. So what'd y'all think?
Everybody make some noise for Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo.
Well, congratulations to Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco, our overall event champion. And wow, what a weekend here as we brought Monster Jam back to the St. Paul area. Over 20 years later, we are back in action here. And of course, we thank you so much for all your hospitality and allowing us to throw some Monster Jam down here this weekend. On behalf of my co-host David Mila, I am Kay Young. We hope you had fun and we hope to see you at our next Monster Jam.